Hi guys, how are you all today morning? Good morning. Today is 31st July 2022. My name is TSV Raghavan. Live in Chennai, Tamil Nadu, India. I am a published author with Amazon Kindle and paperback. I write on spiritualism, fiction, and assorted subjects. Spiritualism happens to be my favorite subject. This is my spiritual vlog on YouTube called haribol trsv nectar nectar nectar. In this particular vlog, we have been discussing about our knowledge, ideas, opinions, etc. that we have gleaned through scriptures, books, material universe contemplation, and meditation on the spiritual universe. This particular vlog or this particular recording or video is no exception to this. It is only a continuation of what we have been discussing in my previous videos. Today we shall discuss about yet another case study regarding Kundalini serpent getting activated and piercing the first chakra, that is Mooladhara chakra. We have already understood that Mooladhara chakra is the root chakra represented by Lord Brahma and which is also representing the earth element. Earthy, that is, when the Kundalini serpent pierces this Mooladhara chakra, the result is spiritually and materialistically physical, that is, the human living entity through whose Mooladhara chakra this particular Kundalini serpent has gone through, that person will have a spiritual and material experience which will be physical in nature. We shall discuss a case study regarding this. This will prove that when the Kundalini serpent pierces through the Mooladhara chakra and the person gets a spiritual, material, and physical experience, the earth, the clay, the mode of clay is expertly sculpted by this Shakti of Kundalini to make that person evolve both materialistically and spiritually. There was this young man called Mr. Jatin Kumar Chatterjee. He lived in Bengal, India during the late 19th and turn of 20th century. This boy belonged to a respectable family and he got educated, and during his college days just like the person predecessor that we have, Tiger Swami or Soham Swami, this Jatin Kumar also took up bodybuilding. But unlike Tiger Swami, this guy stuck only to bodybuilding and turned to nationalism. It was the colonial period and the freedom struggle was on. At that time, this guy got into nationalism. Because of his huge and attractive physique, he was recruited in that particular moment. One of his best friends was none other than the legendary Shaheed Bhagat Singh. Well, Jatin Kumar was spotted by another spiritually inclined and saint called Sri Sri Aravindo Ghosh, who saw this boy's build and his physique, and he recommended this boy a job as a bodyguard with the erstwhile king of Baroda. While this was happening, this boy slowly got disillusioned with these materialistic pursuits of nationalism, etc., and turned to contemplation and spiritualism. After remaining as a bodyguard with the Baroda king, one day this guy left that place and began roaming around. At that time, he was told that his predecessor, that is Soham Swami, had already established an ashram in a place called Almora in North India. This Mr. Jatin Kumar Chatterjee wandered towards that Almora ashram, and after a very painstaking trip, he at last reached that ashram and became Soham Swami's disciple. He remained there for some time and became increasingly spiritual. At that time, he wrote a book called Common Sense, which is till today quite prevalent both in Bengali and in English. When Soham Swami died in 1918, Jatindra Kumar, who had by then been rechristened as Nirlamba Swami, went back to his home village in Bengal. His fame and his popularity grew manifolds, and this erstwhile bodybuilder come bodyguard became a spiritualist and a very revered saint for the public. Everyone loved him, and even Shaheed Bhagat Singh once visited Nirlamba Swami. Nirlamba Swami remained as a spiritual teacher for many people in that area, and ultimately, after some time, when he was in his early 50s, Nirlamba Swami expired. This shows that howsoever your past may be, if you think about God and turn to serious contemplation, meditation, and spiritualism, your Kundalini chakra will be activated and you will certainly progress in the spiritual field. Both Soham Swami and Nirlamba Swami were actually just ordinary bodybuilders. One fought with tigers and the other was a nationalist. Yet, when they turned spiritual, their whole outlook towards life changed. And Kundalini serpent, when it entered their first chakra, Mooladhara, it helped them physically, materialistically, and spiritually, and made them go into the road towards self realization and spiritual success sooner or later. Their journey towards self realization, liberation, and deliverance had begun. But at the same time, because of their material gain, they also had developed a very attractive, well built physique. So we should not think that monks and saints have to starve or to look frail and puny or emaciated. It is quite possible for a Muni to spiritualize his or her body and make it spiritualized and attractive like God. The only thing is that the living human entity has to think all the time about God. Once he or she does that, God will take care of his or her appearance and help him or her progress towards his or her spiritual journey. Kindly let me know what you think of my talk on this particular subject. Please give me your own expert ideas, opinions, and thoughts about this subject so that we may keep reminding ourselves that we have to learn more and more and to blend your thoughts and my thoughts together in such a way that it benefits all of us. Please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon so that I can keep reminding you of my other videos. Till we meet in my next video, it is good morning from TSV Raghavan.